Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I redid my kitchen floors and this video is going to be all about that process, how much it cost, how much work we had to put into it, and if I would do it again or not. So let's get started. So the schedule, or like the timing of this project, was a lot longer than I expected and a lot more intense than I expected. I started this project with my husband on Thursday night, and all we did that night was rip up the old floor that was there, and we moved out the fridge and one extra cabinet that was just kind of sitting on the side. Now, the next day is when my dad came up, and that's when it all started to go down. So on Friday, we ended up having to rip out the subfloor. We had to lay new subfloor. And then we also ended up taking out all the rest of my kitchen cabinets. So my whole kitchen got moved into my living room. And then on Friday, we also went shopping and got all of the materials and stuff that I was going to need to actually do the floors.
Cabinets are supposed to go there. There's the plumbing. A little bit of mold we got to take care of. And there's the backer board. I got to put it down. But this is it. And this is the cabinets. Take all those out. There's the stove and the refrigerator. There's the countertop. Lots of stuff.
Okay, Saturday is when the madness started to happen. So on Saturday, we woke up and pretty much instantly got to work. So we started bringing in sheets of backer board and laying those down as the subfloor, and let me tell you, it's a lot more work than it looks like. After we did that, we took a break, obviously, got some food, and then came back, and that is when we were finally able to start working on the actual tile. To make sure that like the veining and all the tile was going to line up right, we had to pre-cut and lay out the tile to make sure that it was going to look right and that it would fit the way I wanted it to. So we started off in a corner. My dad cut the piece the way I wanted it cut. We laid it in. We, did the piece next to it, piece next to it, piece next to it, and the piece next to it. I approved it, and then we did a little bit more. So I think in total we had probably 15 or maybe 20. That might be pushing it. Probably just like 15 pieces ready to be glued down.
So we got some tile cut, and we got it laid out. We're getting ready to pull it up and actually put the mortar down. Mortar's getting ready. I gotta let it sit for 5 minutes and then mix it again. So we're rolling. That's kind of the pattern that it's gonna look like. So there you go. It's cool but complicated.
We went ahead and mixed our mortar, started laying it down, and then Julio and I would lay down the mortar and then lay down the tile, and my dad was cutting the tiles that we were about to need. So we had a good system going.
All right, well, we're still working. Had to cut that little tile from the pin there. That was probably the most complicated cut. But it's actually looking pretty good. So we ran out of mud, so we're mixing some more mud up. So we're going to work down this wall right here, and then across this wall, and then across that wall, right out that door. So that's what we're looking like right now. Actually doing a pretty good job.
So Saturday is when the floors actually went down to the floor and they were stuck in there for good. Obviously, you know, the spacers were still in there and everything, but we got all of the floors laid down on Saturday. On Sunday, we had to grout.
So today we're grouting, and that kind of is what it's going to look like up there. Just got started. So we have a grout bag, and Gil's doing the end, and then Adrian's doing the sponge. Oh yeah!
After we finished grouting, we were finally able to like slowly start moving everything back. So we started with my kitchen sink because it's the most important thing. I had to have my kitchen sink in there. And in the process of putting the kitchen sink back, we actually broke a pipe or something like that. I don't know what we broke, but either way, my sink started leaking. So we had to go to Lowe's and get the pieces to fix that and then come back and fix the sink. That was fun and not planned. And then after my sink was in, my dad helped get the heavy stuff in, like my stove and my fridge. And then he helped me get like my countertops back on. So that's kind of a rundown of the time frame that it took. So I think the most asked question that I got was, how much did it cost? In total, this cost me $456.99. So right under $500. Another question I get asked a lot is about the pattern of the floor, the herringbone. Why on earth did I choose herringbone? Oh, it was definitely a lot of work, but in my opinion, it was worth it. But I mean, you know, that's just my opinion. I mean, it's my floor, so of course I'm gonna say it's worth it, and it was my idea. But yeah, herringbone is awful. If I did it again, I would still do herringbone, but I wouldn't do it for anybody else. Like, it was hard. It was really hard. But the floors are beautiful, so I'm glad I chose herringbone, and if I had it to do over again, I would still choose herringbone. Oh, I got asked about my grout color, why I chose white. The reason that I chose white grout is because I thought it would kind of blend in with the tile and you would be able to focus more on the tile itself and not like the grout in between. What I didn't think of is the grout in between was going to be highlighting the pattern that I chose to lay it in. So basically the grout color is going to make the herringbone stand out, and I chose white, which is, you know, it's not going to make the herringbone stand out because it is a bland color. If I had it to do over again, I might have chosen like a light gray or like a medium gray, but had it to do over again, I would probably choose like a light gray just to make the pattern stand out. Not because I don't like the white, I just think it would make the pattern stand out a little bit more. I think the white looks fine. But yeah, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.